Literally just drove over here to the range from my FFL, picked up my new Sig P320 TacOps carry version. Got 4 mags. I'll test fire real quick since I'm short on time. I brought over some other guns to compare it to. So my core, run it against my Glock. The sizes. Size-wise, they're very similar, except for the grip. And also going to be running 2 shields. This is the Performance Center and a regular shield that I stippled. So, fresh target. I'm going to run these all back to back. So I'm going to aim for bottom corner with the P320. Another 5. Do the core here, Glock here, Glock here. See how we do. 5 yards. Here's the Sig. I'm aiming right here. It's hitting right here. Sig. Aiming here. Hitting right here. Core. Aiming on the corner. Hitting right there. Core. Aiming on the corner. String right here. Glock. Aiming right here. Glock. Aiming right here. So corner. Hitting there. As you can see on the video, I think I need some more trigger time on this gun. I do like it. But I was always shooting a little left and consistently low with it in my short time at the indoor range. I do not think it is the sights themselves. The elevation I can't help, so maybe it's always going to shoot a little low, but they do look centered, so I think it's just me with this trigger, maybe the shape and the weight. Although when I was dry firing it, it wasn't moving, so I don't know if I'm actually jerking it, but anyway. I'm just gonna do some additional thoughts real quick. It's not gonna be a review. There's plenty of P320 review videos on YouTube. But the reason I'm making this, one thing I wanted to thank the Hammer Striker channel for informing me of the existence of this TacOps variant 5 weeks ago, because YouTube is awesome at recommending other videos. It recommended his preview on his TacOps that he bought. I watched that, I watched his second follow-up video, and I had to have it. because I'd always been interested in a P320, and since it's got the threaded barrel and taller suppressor height sights, plus the extended mags, I was like, yeah, I need to get one of those. I was going to wait, because normally I could postpone pistol purchases for other things that I like better, like rifles and shotguns, but it was selling out like crazy, probably because of his video. So one of my retailers that I use online, they actually had this listed incorrectly on their website. It's got the wrong picture, wrong description, so it was still in stock when everybody else was sold out. But when I checked the SKU number matched, so went ahead and bought it, and when it arrived at my FFL, it's the right version. So thanks Hammer Striker for making those videos costing me $700. Appreciate it. I'm gonna go over a couple things that he doesn't mention in his video in regards to this gun. But before I do that, what I wanted to talk about, on his video, he says he's shooting at 10 yards at his range. That is the shortest 10 yards I've ever seen. It looks like 10 feet to me, especially since he's using a 12-inch wide splatterburst target. Anyway, what I want to go over is the medium-sized grip circumference is embossed right there, since they're not listing the size here. I've seen on other P320 videos that they normally come with a plastic holster. The TacOps version does not come with it. It just comes with 4 of the awesome mags, which I think is standard for any TacOps variant. I shot 2 years ago a 226 TacOps that also came with 4 mags. And speaking of the mags, the texturing that they're using on the mag extension does not match the actual grip texture, for those that care. Something he also doesn't mention in the Hammer Striker video is the thread pitch. It is the metric 13.5x1 left-hand thread, which if you have one of those factory threaded barrel Glocks, it's the same thing. So I took this cap off, it threaded right onto my Glock. Couple gripes that I had, which are pretty minor. I don't get into that whole high bore axis thing. I didn't care about that, because if you've got good trigger control and grip, proper sight alignment, you should be able to overcome that. I mean, this is a popular gun with 3 gunners. What I was a little concerned about is the bore axis is high compared to the actual recoil spring, but if you've got it sprung correctly, you're not going to notice that. Like if you ever shot like a VP9, that thing is sprung perfectly, even though it's a tall gun. But this one has a ridiculously strong spring. So when you're shooting it, you are going to feel it. So you're definitely going to notice that high bore axis on here. Not that I could do rapid fire in that indoor range just to test out how big the spread is. But other than that, let's see. I was seeing on the older versions of the carry, they have 4 slots. So it looks like the new one, they're omitting that slot right there, which is kind of weird, because if you get the compact version, they put the 4th slot back. I'm going to be stippling this, because this is really slick in here, which isn't a big deal in here, because supposedly you could buy this grip frame for $46 off the Sig website, but if someone can find the damn link for me, I'd appreciate it, because they got the worst website ever. Just like Hammer Striker says, I cannot find this new version of the carry grip frame on there. I also can't find their barrel. Plenty of sights with the old one, which I can't use. And something I wanted to complain about here. I do like the slide stop. It is low profile, and the way I grip the gun, it does stay out of the way, so you're not holding the follower down to prevent the slide from locking back. However, if you need to push it up, for me at least with the size of my hands, you do have to be very deliberate on getting this, because it's really slick on going up. And also, if you wanted to use this ambi with your left hand, it is very hard to press down on the left hand side. As you can see, it's not actually touching the slide on this side, it's only contacting on this side. but it's very hard because the metal flexes. So you really got to press down on it to get it to drop using the slide stop if you're a lefty. So it's not the best ambi option out there. Go over the trigger here. Show you the trigger pull. Alright, so we're pulling at 6.5, and this is with a lot of dry fires since I've had this for a week now. So I think when I first got it fresh, when I got home, it was pulling 7.5, but now I got it down to 6.5. But here's something I want to show you. Look at that. 6 without cocking it. Something the major reviews don't talk about. This gun has a fake reset. I did find a troubleshooting video on upgrading parts on the fire control unit that does talk about it, but like the major reviewers, I don't know why nobody mentions this. Because this, in real life, this is scary. Because I could be clicking away on something that's empty. So just be aware of that. One last thing I wanted to show before I end this is the night sights. So these are going to look brighter on camera than they actually are in real life. So they're not the brightest I've seen. They're not bad though. But I like the gun, happy with the purchase. I'll be having some more fun with it for years to come. So thanks again, Hammer Striker channel, for letting me know the existence of this. I'm going to link your video in the description so people can get more detailed information on it. Thanks for watching.
Shield Performance Center, more press. Normal shield. You run it in brass. That's the defense.